Hello, Manager Manny. We are so excited to share with you our presentation for our Costco stakeholder, Robin. This is the pyramid outline we'll be fleshing out throughout this presentation. As a note, whoever has the Husky hat on, which Kevin has on right now, will be playing our stakeholder. Let's begin our presentation. Hello, Robin. Our team is so excited to chat with you. We have had numerous conversations with people from your team and have gained lots of insight on what is important to Costco right now and your goals as a company. In regard to our agenda, our team hopes to spend a good time talking about you and your company and then give context about us and what we can provide and finish off with our recommendation and next steps. If you have any interest, by the end of this presentation, you will have more information about what we can do to help Costco meet their goals and ultimately make Costco more successful. How does that sound to you?
Sounds perfect to me.
Perfect. Now we'll move on to Melina.
Okay, throughout our presentation, we want to make sure that we are keeping in mind who Costco wants to be in the world. So to remind us of that, we have your Costco vision, which says to provide a wide selection of merchandise, plus the convenience and exclusive member services, all designed to make the shopping experience pleasurable. We see a lot of language about putting the customer first there, and we know that the way you're able to do that is through your very unique business model, which prioritizes membership fees as a revenue source. So your priority business goal says, continue to increase sales and memberships, especially memberships. Make sure that we can keep Costco doing what they do best.
Okay, as you can see, Costco is continuing to be very successful after the pandemic, and even found success throughout the pandemic and global supply chain issues. But slowly, as things are changing in the retail space, we're starting to see things that could jeopardize Costco's priority business goals of increasing revenue and being able to increase their memberships and provide the best retail experience for their members.
One of the challenges that Costco has been facing is an aging customer base and failing to reach younger demographics such as the Gen Z and millennial generations.
Are you part of the Gen Z or millennial demographics?
No, we are not.
Okay.
Some of their other struggles are that Costco has been seen as laggards in terms of their online presence and staying up to date with their current memberships and just current trends in general.
Our recommendation, which we'll go into more detail about later, is that you add Paramount Plus streaming to Costco memberships. We think that this will add tremendous value, especially to these younger demographics, and show that Costco is keeping up with the times and wants the best for their members.
Hi, Manager Manny. Here are 3 insights that Costco needs to believe. Hi, Robin. Here are 3 developments that will affect Costco's future. According to research studies, Millennials and Gen Z are very important demographics to reach for future growth. According to Morgan Stanley research, Millennials and Gen Z are set to overtake baby boomers as the dominant US consumers in the coming years. If we dive deeper into numbers, 73 million for Millennials and 78 million for Gen Z could power higher consumption in the next 5 years. Therefore, our conclusion is that Millennials and Gen Z will be the main purchasing power in the foreseeable future. Now, if we look back to the chart, the Millennials and Gen Z almost accounted for half of the pie.
Our second development that we believe Costco should have on their radar is that Costco is currently lagging behind. According to a survey done by eMarketer that you can see on the bottom of this graphic, is that the percentage of younger demographics paying for a Costco membership is significantly lower than Costco's counterparts, such as Amazon Prime or Sam's Club. So in the eyes of the public or the audience, it might be seen that Costco is sort of lagging in terms of attracting these demographics.
And our third development is about how subscriptions are changing. So as we can see with Walmart Plus, they're starting to include our Paramount Plus subscription service. And bundling is really becoming a big thing for all kinds of subscriptions. So it is important for Costco to keep up with having perks and showing that they're going to have a valuable subscription, especially for these newer, younger demographics that are entering the market and deciding who they're going to subscribe to. All right. So with these developments in mind, we see that Costco has 2 problems that we believe adding Paramount Plus could help solve. We see those problems as failing to reach and serve millennials and Gen Z, having this aging customer base, so needing to cater to these new demographics, and then having a lack of online presence and awareness of membership benefits. So Robin, we've seen that you've been working to combat these things by increasing Costco's social media presence with Facebook and Instagram.
Our recommendation is that Costco partners with us to provide Paramount Plus streaming service along with Costco's existing membership in order to provide free streaming with ads. The service is for all of your members with no additional cost to Costco members on top of what they're already paying for.
Yeah, so what is our service? We provide a streaming service that provides peak streaming from shows and movies exclusively shown on Paramount Plus, peak sports, peak originals, peak Hollywood, and ultimately peak convenience, where you can watch from multiple devices or download shows and movies on the go. The content and services provided through Paramount Plus attract the demographic you look to attract towards your Costco membership. So therefore, partnering with us will increase the perceived value of a Costco membership among these younger groups. And this will result in more renewals from existing millennial members while also drawing new members who will be more satisfied since the benefits offered align with their values. And since this is a digital streaming service, this will allow Costco to generate awareness and increase visits to the online store, as you said, is something you strive to improve and ultimately show customers that Costco is striving to change with the times. So you might be wondering, how can we assure you that everything will work as expected? And so this is from our quarterly earnings, and a report was done that Paramount Plus was the #1 streaming service in the US in signups and gross subscriber additions year to date. So with Paramount Plus having 4.5 million or more subscribers and 95% revenue growth. So this just shows you and can assure you that our past performance can speak to our future performance and what we can do for Costco.
Likely at this point, our stakeholder would have some skepticism, maybe something along the lines of, how are you sure that you're going to be able to reach your Gen Z and millennial demographics with your streaming service?
Great question. That is a valid concern, and we want to make sure we can back our claims. Here's some data to show that we are reaching this demographic and that our service can effectively reach them. From this year's Statista report, we found that 29% of Paramount Plus brand users were around ages 30 to 39, and 25% were around 18 to 29, which shows the majority of our viewers are Gen Z and millennials. Here's the graphic to elaborate. Does that chart make sense to you?
Yep, that data is great to see. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to be looking at our implementation plan. The way that we see this rolling out is starting off with some advertising and marketing to make sure that current members and potential members are aware of this new development. So we would start off with some advertising, whether that be in person in the stores for the current members, and then also some social media campaigns and making sure that everything is apparent on our website as well. Also emails to current members. Then in July 2023, we would launch this streaming service. So every Costco member could get their Paramount Plus subscription along with their current subscription to Costco. And this is going to be in line with a big release for Paramount, which is going to be the new Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie. So some good buzz around that. And then in July 2024, so 12 months out, it's gonna be a great time for us to observe the new active users that Paramount Plus has brought in and provide an update to Costco to show how much value we've been able to bring with this change. Then in January 2025, this will be a great time to evaluate any adjustments we may need to make to the plan and see where we're at.
Now, we did some quantified analysis. We found out that there will be 11.4% increase in 18 to 34 years old consumers, which will solve one of the problems that Costco faces. And also there will be additional estimated 7% revenue growth until 2025. Last but not least, there will be 1 to 2% in annual ROI. If you look at the line down below, we see that there will be approximately 4.5% increase in 2023 in terms of ROI growth. Compared to other numbers, it's lower because we're probably going to face the economic recession. But the year after next year, which is 2024, we're going to have an ROI growth of 6%. And then in 2025, we're going to have even higher growth, which is 7%, bounce back. Speaking of the asking price, we're going to charge approximately $264 million plus the $28,000. Now, the $264 million That's the number of household of Costco member times the discount prices for your offer. And the $28,000, that's the marketing price divided by 6 months, monthly price. Manny, this probably is where Robin will have a drawback.
So we want to offer our customers the best. Why would we choose an ad-supported plan over an ad-free subscription?
We absolutely understand that you want to give your members the very best, but adding this baseline subscription, first of all, we actually found that a lot of our members are super happy with it. It is cheaper and it also has all of the great content that we offer. A lot of people, actually the majority of our subscribers have this plan. Also, starting with this already reaches your priority business goal of being able to reach the millennial and Gen Z demographic. So it's a great start to get that done. And if you feel the need still that you want to get to that premium subscription service, whether that's for all of your members or maybe for just the premium members, that's definitely something that we can reevaluate when we look at this deal in a couple of years, as we talked about earlier. Does that kind of address all of your concerns there and have the benefits outweigh the drawbacks?
Oh, that totally makes sense. Sounds good to me. So a collaboration between Paramount and Costco would help bring awareness to your online website, tap into a demographic that will increase your existing revenue stream. With the addition of Paramount Plus, Costco will be able to absorb the streaming platform's younger audience, primarily composed of Gen Z and millennial viewers. You also mentioned your desire to stay current and competitive in order to continue future growth. As evident in your work expanding Costco's online presence, staying up to date is very important to Costco. So adding Paramount Plus will show current and potential members that Costco is willing to adapt and improve and is digitally fluent and increase member retention. Is there anything I am missing?
No, that covers all of the issues we discussed previously.
Yeah, so then we would love to move this recommendation forward and present to your last Costco team. Could we set up a time to present early next week?
Sure, let me take a look at my schedule right now and I will get back to you soon.
Okay, Manny, now that we have gone through the bulk of what we intend to present to Robin at Costco, we quickly want to revisit our pyramid, since at the end of the day, our presentation can all come down to this pyramid and the problem at the top, which is failing to reach millennials and Gen Z. So, although everything is kind of throughout our presentation, we're going to just reiterate those points, starting off with the data and illustration. So this is how we're going to kind of build the foundation of our argument and help them to believe that they have this problem and that it's important. So throughout the presentation, you've seen that we have relevant data from the demographics of Costco and Paramount Plus and kind of how those can fit together to reach their need, which is our problem get at the top. We also have information throughout about the current and changing state of the market. So we talked about bundling and how it's important to stay up to date for Costco.
Those data reports help support the key insights that Costco had to glean in order to realize that they had a problem that ultimately needed a solution. Those beliefs are: one, millennials and Gen Z are important demographics to reach for future growth. Second, keeping up to date with memberships is important. And third, Costco is falling behind other competitors. These three big ideas are important since without them, Costco would not be moved to partner with us, which leads to the third step for Costco, which is being fully convinced and sure that adding Paramount Plus streaming will be valuable and lead them to action and partner with us.
And as you can see in the way this pyramid nicely illustrates, the do points up to the problem and can hopefully solve that for Costco. Now, all of this, especially our data and illustration, which shows really careful, detailed research, shows that we really care about Costco and making sure that this is going to be a mutually beneficial deal and we can solve a problem for them that's actually important. You know, we want there to be substance to what we are doing. So we hope that you enjoyed our presentation and we are excited to get back to you, hopefully with some good news and get some next steps to get this deal closed.